I'd like to call this meeting of the Indiana Borough Council to order. Right agenda, I believe. What is roll call? May we please have the roll call?
Yes, Broad.
Here.
DeBowser.
Here.
Maple.
Here.
Milnes.
Here.
Newell.
Here.
Carniso.
Here.
Smith.
Here.
Vanderneck. 8 present, 0 absent.
One absent.
Vanderneck's not here.
Thank you.
All right, did anyone have any addition or changes to the agenda? All right, seeing none, we'll move to public comment. Is anyone here to speak for the public? Seeing none, we'll move on to personnel reports. Madam Manager.
Oh, I don't have anything to report.
All right. Yes, I see we don't have any police presence today. Mr. Solicitor?
I have nothing for this time.
All right. Elected official reports. I, as council president, have nothing to add to this discussion or announce. Mr. Mayor?
No report.
All right, thank you. And seeing no old business on the agenda, we'll move right on to the new business, which is the Pennsylvania Municipal League Resolution 2026 R4 statewide CYS review recommendation by council person Luke DeBowser.
Okay. Okay, so thank you. So I brought this up because this is, I think, an issue that affects many across the state, and I thought of it. And so it affects a lot of people in the borough specifically as well. Nathan and I collaborated on this. We also reached out to the county commissioners, the state representative Susie's office, as well as the Amanda, Steiner, thank you, the director of the CYS directly. And so after talking with all of the different people, and like Nate also polled his coworkers and other people that he knew in the space, it's such a huge number of topics covered underneath Children and Youth Services. I mean, there's legal system all the way through abuse, medical, mental health, foster families, just court systems. It was very, very hard to narrow it down to a specific topic that would move the needle in an appreciable level. So I tried to word this, and hopefully I did, in a way that stated, we want this kind of looked at top to bottom, and then highlighted a few examples of areas, touched on just a few things to, like, I didn't say, for example, in here, but because it's, legalese, but that was sort of the intent of the resolution. For example, here's some of the things that we think need looked at. And so this would then go to if this is adopted by this body, would go to the Municipal League district meeting, which is April 29th, that I'm currently registered to attend. And I need to learn a little bit more about exactly what that meeting looks like. It's not a very long meeting. And so then if adopted there, it would go to the league as a whole, which I believe their meeting is in like October-ish. I think that's what it was last year, for proposal to the league as a whole. If adopted there, it would become a 2027 lobbying point, talking point of the league at large to the state representatives and to the states, the senators, and applying. I'm going to use the word pressure because that's what lobbyists do. They apply pressure, right? And so it would help draw. And I've already heard from various people, there's people raising their hands all across the state for various pieces of this topic. So this might actually create some very decent traction as more and more people across the state are also bringing up. Again, there's so many topics. For example, there's the child helpline. There's all kinds of different things that people are talking about. So this may have good traction. And so
you want us to approve you're taking this as a proposal to the
municipal league. Correct. That is what I am hoping the takeaway from this meeting would be.
I so move.
I would second that.
There's been a motion on the table and seconded by Casey. Was there any further discussion or comments? I had one suggestion for item number 5, but I mean, we don't necessarily have to take it. It deals with the oversight, accountability, and performance measures used in evaluation. I wonder if it might not be advantageous to add the addition of county level reporting and communication for comparison.
Is that from county to county?
Yeah, so that because there's very little publicly accessible statistics, I guess, in that frame.
I personally think that would be fantastic. I know that each county is an individual entity.
Yeah.
And so that may somebody, I don't know what they would say. I'm perfectly willing to ask that question as well, though. I think it's a great question to ask. Their answer may be, well, each county operates independently, so your standard doesn't necessarily make them their standards. However,
They're not really independent because they do report to the state.
They report to the state.
I mean, yes, they are independently governed,
sure, okay, perfect.
but their funding comes from the state. They are, and they can always fall back on the state guidelines. And they are governed by the regional office.
Yes, right.
And then the regional office, so.
Sure, I mean, I have no objection to amending that. I don't know the proper way to say that, but
It might not be necessary.
I think the mayor's guys.
Like they're reviewed by the state as well. They come into each county's office,
Yeah.
and do reviews. So an audit and everything. So they answer to the state, they answer to their regional office.
And generally, when the complaints happen, it's the state calling the county commissioners to say, hey, what's going on here? I mean, that's the process. So CYS, unlike a lot of different things, I mean, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's very heavy no, I don't want to say heavy handed in that the state has a heavy hand, but everything they do is governed by the state.
Yes.
Highly regulated.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, if you talk to the state, that's not quite that.
Well, if they're going to deflect.
An interesting takeaway I got from this was that there may be a lot of misnomers about who's two different entities along the chain can think different things about who has the influence on something. And so but that's one of the questions I had with
In the
Representative
reality,
Tuesday's office was helping to educate sort of up and down the various ladder.
the true reality of it is, look, CYS office in Philadelphia County or Pittsburgh or Harrisburg is going to act differently than Indiana Armstrong just because of volume. So.
And socioeconomics. I think that's one of the reasons why county level reporting seemed to jump out at me, because maybe there would be potential for community organizations or small governments to take actions and steps in prevention or create specific programs to identify some of the needs and address issues.
So how would we, it's moved and seconded, how would we add an amendment properly without having to?
Someone could make a motion to amend. We'll vote on the amendment and then vote on it as a whole.
Okay.
So
So if you have
am I correct, Jonathan? Your
What?
recommendation would be paragraph 5 to insert language that would read oversight, accountability, and performance measures on both the county level and statewide level used to evaluate outcomes within the system, including blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
Just include language that says county and statewide.
Yes.
So moved on the amendment.
Well, I made the motion. I will accept that as a friendly amendment, and we don't need to go through that.
Oh, okay then.
Excellent.
I will also.
I like that.
All right.
As long as the second.
I just pulled up
The seconder, she said she also agreed.
I also agree to the friendly amendment.
All right.
I like it.
Moving on for a vote, all those in favor of passing the
I'll get you.
motion to accept the resolution as amended, all please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? It's a unanimous decision. Motion carries.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for your work.
Oh, thanks for coming up with it.
Yeah, and I will say, added that I thought it was very well written and very well thought out.
Well, a lot of different people helped to add a little bit here and a little bit there.
Good work.
So I appreciate that.
All right. I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All right, Public Works.
I'm gonna move for this meeting.
She did. I heard that.